Here's to the stream.
What? We're streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming. Of course we're streaming. It's another sunny Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday? It's Tuesday.
Wait, who said Wednesday?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I so totally heard Wednesday. Interesting goes, yeah, boy. Guten Abend, Ground Medic.
Guten Tagen.
It does good evening in German, according to Google Translate. Probably just offended many of our German viewers. I don't even know if we have many German viewers. Alright guys, hey, real quick, before we get too much further and underway here, I know we're going to have some guys joining up the stream and we're going to be watching. We're going to be building the Dart. It's going to be the second racer from Buff and Wally. And, Buff and Wally, was Buff and Wally, or it says, was Buff completely unprepared? No, Buff wasn't completely unprepared. Wally was completely unprepared. Remember, Buff is just part of Wally's imagination. Wally just happens to be very good at ventriloquism.
This is true. All of it is true.
Yeah, right? So, anyways, guys, no stream this Thursday. Keep that in mind. I know we hinted at it last Thursday, but there's no stream this Thursday as we are moving to a Tuesday-Saturday stream schedule. And so we will be having our first Saturday stream. Well, our first really official Saturday stream. We used to do some of the Star Citizen Saturdays. Or were those Sundays? I think it was Citizen Sunday, right? Yeah. So we're going to be moving to a Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 2 a.m. UTC time frame to a noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and that'll put you European guys at like 8 p.m. UTC. So we're going to try and accommodate a little bit better for that. And for any of our Aussie viewers out there, I know that you guys have a ridiculous number of time zones on your continent, and 6 p.m. Pacific roughly translate, I think, anywhere from like 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. throughout your guys' continent. So, yeah, hopefully then we can kind of cover all our bases for everybody, and we'll go from there. Wally has a second PC next to him, and he moves his hands lightning fast between both for the illusion of multiplayer. No, I just have 4 arms.
Okay, Machop.
I'm a motherfucking Machamp. Thank you very much.
Wally, I need you.
What's up?
I need you. It hurt my brain last time I tried to do this. Okay, these two pushy buttons.
Okay.
Okay. Connect them to that bearing under the chair for up and down.
Has to be 2 different ones.
2 different ones of what?
Because you can only have a controller fire things.
Oh, dude, that's why it hurt my brain last time.
Yeah, that's why it hurt your brain. I'm not surprised.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your dirty whore mouth. You don't want to connect it into your balancers anyway. Although you changed it. You've got a completely different balancing rack now, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you actually have one of the true stabilizers in there. So, all right. So anyways, the Dart is going to be based off of the Merlin from Star Citizen. We're going to loosely base it off of that. And so we're going to try and make a speedy, fixed, twin-engine propulsion, basically, in essence, like a little fighter craft. Because this thing started off as a racer. And while it does fantastic work as a racer, you just gotta blow the foghorn before you take off. While it does fantastic work as a racer and flies really well and is actually super controllable, we found it just became kind of big and kind of heavy. Like, there are 4 engines on maximum downward thrust just to get this thing to sort of suspend itself. Like, the weight ratios turned out perfect. Like, 4 of them, all on max, just to suspend, and then it relies on these inner engines here to be able to get lift and to actually fly forward. So we're going to try and make something smaller, something a little less button dependent as well. We're going to try and switch it up to literally just tilt buttons and main thruster fire buttons and some landing gear and stuff like that. That way, you know, because if you look at the amount of buttons this thing has, let's see, it's got an up and down for its engine pack pitch. It's got the engine thrust pack pitch. It's got tilt left, or it's got turn left, turn right. It has rotate thruster pack. It has closed cockpit, and it has raised landing gear. So it's got a lot of buttons associated with flying this thing. And while it flies really well, and it's actually pretty easy to fly once you get the buttons and the control setup down, it's a little too complicated. So we're going to make a smaller racer. Meanwhile, this started off as like a snowmobile that Buff had in mind. And
which version you want me to pull out?
He strapped engines to it.
Do you want me to pull out your crazy super traction one?
No, that one just like it works too well. It works too well.
It does.
So we made a super traction rear tread. Each of these wheels are fully self-sustained, like leaf spring suspension, and the problem is it literally just. The back wheels stick so well to the ground, it overpowers the front wheels and won't allow the damn thing to turn. So, you know, that might be an issue that we run into with the Ural if we actually put leaf suspension on the Ural, Buff.
Yeah.
See, it does not like to turn. And I think a lot of that as well, Buff, has to do with the fact that I had to space the wheels one extra unit apart. So it would probably turn even better if we put the wheels solidly together, type of thing. So, maneuverable flying vehicles are much easier to make thick than thin. The whole state is supposed to get 4 to 6 inches of snow. Thus, the whole state government is closed. I'm not sure what state you're referring to, Grand Medic, but interesting to know that 4 to 6 inches will shut you down. 4 to 6 inches is like a daily occurrence. Alright, we can probably scrap these guys.
Take them for a spin on mine real quick.
That's really good. Mandarin. Okay. Yeah, so this is the original. And,
well, that's the third version of it, which you didn't like.
No, the version I didn't like is the one that kicks the tail out. I like the suspension system.
Yeah, that's the third version. This is
the suspension
version.
system in this one works okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's actually remarkably difficult to flip. And it takes jumps and whatnot pretty well here, too. Let's see if I can get a good jump. And not, like, put the tail up in the air above me. Climb surfaces remarkably well. It does really well for a little power sliding. Does really well for a little like power sliding. I don't know, snowmobile. Half an inch can close the state government down. I think the main turning problem has to do with your leaf springs greatly resembling the glitch stabilizers. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't affect larger contraptions. Oh, boy.
Oh,
so,
boy.
yeah, right? It was a combination, oh boy and oh god. Oh, boy. Alright, so the leaf springs stem from this. This is when we built the original leaf springs here. And if I just disconnect the switch, you see it pops the whole rear end up and actually keeps it good and stabilized. Of course, this used an odd combination that we tuned in pretty nicely, and that might have something to do with it too. The tuning is off, but here, let me take you for a ride and show you here. Rear end suspension in this works wonders when you don't flip the whole rig immediately. Come on, will it unflip? Oh, I almost had it and then we hit a tree. Alright, well, oop. We're just going to reset this. So, and I've also got independent fronts on this guy. Although these guys like to wig out. So, I mean, it's got some work. It could stand to be done to it. But if you look, each wheel pack absorbs the shock and suspension remarkably well. But it doesn't actually hinder this thing from turning. Does it? Buff, the suspension with an update might have actually tweaked out.
Really?
Oh no, I know what's going on with this. It's like at max engine power. That's why this one doesn't want to turn. Yeah, it is. Okay. Drop that down to, this thing should maneuver much better. If I could remember to not hop out. See, this thing doesn't mind turning. It's also got the wider wheels on the back. We built it like for pure speed. We took it out to the flats and raced it against a rocket Ural. Hey guys, nice trike. Yeah, it wasn't exactly, it started off as a trike. It was meant to be a snowmobile.
But there's no such thing as skids or skid physics in the game, so I flew wheels. Well, but thank you very much. Who never said that? Wally, who said that?
That was Pyro.
Pyro, thank you, my man.
Yeah, you can see each individual wheel pack really makes this thing stick to the ground, and then the front wheels are really obvious that they're making each thing stick to the ground. But this thing likes to just... It drives really well. We've never finished it, and we really should go through and actually finish this thing. But, I've got a funny thought about this. If I pop those additional back wheels off, will it handle better? Yeah, a little bit, actually. So, kind of fun. It stays super flat. Like, thing just absorbs suspension and shock really well.
The impact.
Ground Medic says, "Great job, Wally. You need to finish that truck." Yeah. We need to really finish this at some point. So, but I mean, the suspension in this is kind of where we came from with the suspension for the snowmobile.
Nice.
The problem is it literally just, the thing grips the ground. So, ooh, Buff. Kind of like where you're going with this.
Yeah,
for the nose, hey, for the nose flare, center. Well, I was gonna say, because we still,
go ahead, yeah.
It has that nose flare, right?
Yep.
In the design on the Merlin, center it so it's big enough that it encompasses an engine, right? So it'll at least cover the engine. You can leave the port on the bottom open. It's gonna have a giant blue jet coming out of the bottom anyway. But
there we go.
Oh, so you're building a fixed swept wing?
You can do what you like. You know how I work, Wally.
I know.
There should be no need to question me.
Just asking. I like this, though. I like the back-located cockpit.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's going to be sweet. It's going to be the first one that we've really built where the cockpit's at the back. Usually most of our stuff is dropship style. Like the Predator and, well, the Albatross. Should I spawn an Albatross?
Over there.
Over there?
Over there.
Just to show it off. We'll spawn and weld them.
The only thing you'd be showing off is wooden boxes and a shitload of wiring.
This is true. I forget what I named that thing. Is it just named the Dropship? Might be. Dropship 2, right there. Oh my god, it took a long time to load when I clicked on it. I've never looked at the block count on what this thing has, Buff. 3,798 wooden blocks.
It should tell you how many wiring connections it has.
Oh my god. It's got 6 sensors, 18 logic gates, 6 timers, 21 switches, 52 bearings, 42 thrusters. The thing has 42 thrusters. I never realized that about this. It has 42 thrusters. Interesting says, the Albatross is your flagship, but it's not finished. You know, this is very true. I think the Predator is the only flight-ready craft we've ever actually finished. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh no, with the update, the wiring! Oh, Buff.
What?
Didn't want to activate its landing gear. Oh no.
Oh, what?
Controllers are reset due to the wiring glitch from the update.
Have fun with that one.
Oh my god.
Delete it quick.
Can I get in?
Probably not.
I can. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, that was that. Does it still? Cool. Still auto opens. I'm in. Ah. Shit. Is this the... Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Get in there. This thing actually is built without a flight stabilizer, too.
Yeah, it don't have a flight stabilizer on it. That's all manual control.
Yep, the Albatross is a literal full manual control craft. But yeah, anyways, you can see that. Right? It's all analog. There's no digital control to it whatsoever. We really should finish the Albatross. It looks so cool.
We should, we could. One day we will.
Interesting's like the update heckled with all our junk. It really did, didn't it? A beautiful swallowed-tailed albatross. My most beautiful creation.
Found what I was looking for under shitloads of computer components. Wally, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. I forgot to tell you because you were mid-sentence, but I went out to find a thing, and I found it.
Yeah, I gathered.
Why are you off lift? Oh, right, duh. Okay. What? Toy. Nope. Wally, what are you tinkering with Lag Monster for?
I was gonna weld it to the ground, but I'm just gonna get rid of it. The Albatross is cool, but it's just
so bad.
So big. I mean, come on, guys. Look at the wiring. I mean, it's just... Oh, it makes so much sense. Like, inside the head of every major scrap engineer, they're like, wow, but their brains just kind of melted and turned to slush. Wow, the wiring on this thing. I had to run inside and outside and all around this thing trying to wire it. God, it was awful.
Because of whose ridiculous suggestion?
Because of you. Like, half that wiring wouldn't exist if you didn't want a sequence of lights to light up and smack 4 buttons just to make the thing initiate.
Oh, yeah. The retard safety controls. Mm-hmm.
I should rig it up so that there's a different tone that plays each, for depending upon the number of switches you have activated. Alright, so...
Okay, cool.
The Dart is coming along. Do I get to start installing flight stabilization system? I don't get to start working on flight systems?
No!
Screw you!
Distract them longer.
Huh?
Just distract them longer.
Distract them longer? Well... okay.
Wally, what do you want back here? In between the thrusters.
In between the thrusters? I don't know. Could we almost scoot the thrusters closer together one?
We could.
I think that would look better. Scoot them closer together one and make them... No, we want to keep them central lined with the... Although, if we scooted them up one...
Nope.
Don't want to scoot them up one?
Nope, that's not where the center of gravity is.
Ugh, it's one of you ever cared about the center.
I don't think those are... Yeah, there. We're good. You're adding blocks.
Yes, I did.
No, you're not.
To match exactly how you had it when it was wider. Alright, so anyways, here's what we got. We got flight control systems that need to get installed. We got lights. Buff. Yeah. I love what you've done with one thing.
What?
You're gonna allow me... Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, here we go. Watch this.
Okay.
Oh, God! I thought that had more welding! I thought that was more solidly rigged on there! Damn it! Oh! Okay, alright.
Pick it up real quick, I'll fix it.
Hang on. I got this. Block. Welder. What I was gonna do is I was gonna install the lights and switches right here in the dash.
You can do that. I got a temp weld on it.
Okay, you got a temp weld up there? Good.
Yup.
So, you see, I mean, the controller's there, right? I mean, we know that the controller's gonna be a thing here, but...
Yeah, pretty much. This is how the frame of it's going to be. All I got left to do is wait and see where you want switches and then skin around that, like do finish skin.
He says, I'm going to make another... Interesting goes, I'm going to make another Albatross competitor that doesn't control like an eagle flying a blimp like my old one. Did you ever see his Albatross competitor?
No.
Gotta admit, like, it was pretty smooth, but it just couldn't quite compete, dude. Like,
couldn't hang?
Competitor was the name of the game for that thing. We'll have to have signal lights or something. Put a row of panel lights in there and... Can I install switches here? No. Ah!
Crap.
I don't know if we'll have to put the controller there or not, but we'll have to come up with some cover for the cockpit. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, that works.
Yep.
I know you don't like to delete things, so... Yeah.
Well, I don't like to delete things when there are flight control systems in place. Right now, this thing has nothing. Wally, can you show me that blue aircraft? Oh, Pyro hasn't seen the Predator.
Ooh!
Alright, let me take the Predator out for a spin.
Yep.
Let me take the Predator out for a spin.
We also have it on the Steam store.
Do we? Did you release the Predator?
No, I thought you did.
No, we haven't put out the Predator yet. Because I've still,
well,
I've still got.
Then.
Yeah, it is going to definitely be on the Steam store, but I've still got to finish wiring up the signal lights in the cockpit. So, all right, here we go. So, the Predator. It's our first entry at a racing aircraft / VTOL sort of all-around daily flyer. So it's got a variable thrust engine pack in it, and you'll see here this sucker
Wally,
designed
don't just tell him what it has. You have to tell him where it originated from, bro.
It originated from your top and me going, I wonder if we can make a complicated thruster system out of this.
Well, still,
that also rotates and seals up and looks cool and acts badass.
There are pieces on there that you have a retarded story too, not just buff shenanigans.
And then the cockpit seals up. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So here, we'll take it out for a spin now. Whoop. All right, here we go. So I mean, it's remarkably stable and has a good flight pattern. Like I can put the landing gear up right now, and we're good to go. Got full 6-axis controls. The right and left steering are based off of... Ooh, alright, hang on. It's unhappy with me real quick.
You didn't put it on a lift. Oh, wait, no, you're next to the other one, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Just gonna scoot over here real fast with it. So like it's so stable in its flight control here, I can rotate the pack and the thing will stay put. And it's actually really cool to take it off and fly it like this when you've got this pack rotated out, because as you increase your thrust, the thrusters come towards the back. You get this, and you can get this really... Oh, unless I Jurassic Park it. I did not see that bush, let me tell you what. I Jurassic Parked it. Let's see if I can break it free. I can break it free.
Replace buttons.
So, here we go. I'm gonna hit this tree, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Man, don't trust Wally as a pilot today, guys. But it's actually really easy to fly. I say that as I'm kind of laggy and having some issues. More issues than I care to admit. That's another thing on why it's not out yet, is we're trying to alleviate some of this lag creation from the joints and things like that. Well, that one that's out right now is actually welded to the ground, so it doesn't do much. And originally we had wanted to have 4 of these out and actually do a race with them. That's probably impossible, and another reason why we're making the dart. But I think what generates a lot of the lag on this thing is actually the cockpit. Once the cockpit opens up, it's generally pretty good. So I might have to quad weld the cockpit up.
Oh, nope, dirt went.
Anyways, the thing flies really well. Really well. Like, if you look at the end of the last stream that we did, the strap, Buff does a low pass flyby on me. It's actually pretty cool. Start slowing down here as we approach the landing pad. Buff. Coming in for a landing.
Hell yeah. Where are you? There's another one around here somewhere. Well, Wally might be able to find it.
We'll shift this thing back into its VTOL mode. Hopefully.
You actually get more lift in VTOL than you do in jet, so you want to do your landings in jet.
Yeah, I'm having some issues though. VTOL mode is jammed right now. Doesn't want to open.
I see that. Well, there's the easy way you can do it. Just shut your thrusters off.
Oh, I know.
Pull above.
Oh, there we go. VTOL is achieved. Here we go.
Wow, that actually got really... The game got really stable once it unmessed itself
Yeah, it's
up.
because it's not having blocks glitched together. We might have to just get rid of the rotation hatches. We'll see how it all pans out, though. There it is. Dropped off nice and neat. Pretty much right where I spawned it. Super easy to fly. Super fun to fly. Can't wait to get that one out to you guys. Buff, you gotta swell the nose out a little bit, remember?
Do what?
The nose has a slight swell, and then slims back down to a point. Because we got to account for one of those as well. We need a whopping total of like 3 downward thrusters on this thing. We're going to have to find a home for those as well. So they're going to be our lift thrusters. Also, where should I put in the landing gear? This one I'm going to literally make landing skids.
Aha, already good. Sweet.
Ooh.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Marco.
Hello. Oh, yep, he's lost me. His auditory stuff loves to freak out. Glad you like it, Pyro. We're gonna rig up the lights here to actually display different stats, because the end goal here is so that you can actually fly this thing while it's in first person. Have status stuff. You can kind of see what's going on.
Wally, whatever you're doing, stop.
Really doing much. Pyro says, God, that's a lovely ship.
Thank you. Wally and I put a lot of time into it. Aha, that's where that block went.
Not sure how the dash is going to work on this. Might work out great, it might not work out great.
Yeah, Wally, I don't know if you heard me, but you're going to have to replace buttons.
Oh, I know. There's a lot I'm going to have to replace on this thing, dude. Also, I don't know. Yeah, you heard me. Because it's gotta go up just one a little bit, too.
I know.
You got it. Because for some reason, you can't bolt to the sides of a thruster. Oh, no, it's gotta bolt to the top. And only the top. Oh, I want to show you guys something cool that Buff stumbled across, and I honestly believed that he was screwing with me. And had learned it from someone else. So you guys know the trick.
In all honesty, I did.
Oh, really? Oh, so now the truth comes out. I knew that was too smart for you to have come up with.
I know. It was actually one of our viewers that pointed it out to me, and he learned it the same day.
I'm sure.
Back to where is the job?
All right, so you guys know how that when things are on a lift, you can weld to both bearings. See how both bearings light up green? If I weld it, I get a double spark. And now using the welding tool, I can clearly see, hey, this is all one solid rig, and that's all one solid rig, right? Well, if I accidentally cut that, ordinarily you can't just replace it, right? You see different and different. Well, there's actually a trick to it where you can take and you can click on it with your welder. If you drag over, it'll remend that and weld it up perfect. So you can actually weld in between bearings and things like that without having to cut and re-weld. You can just simply drag and weld. Kinda nice. Works out really well.
How's this nose coming along?
Well, Buff, cut out a 2x2 in the bottom.
I know. Shit, let me work.
But you asked how it's coming along.
Oh.
I'm going to insert
Whoops,
an engine and see. Does it have 2 more height? It will. Oh God, it's got like a hood ornament now.
Uh-huh. Drag that back. Yeah, that'll look good. How far back did I drag that? Okay, right.
It'll look good. Work well. So yeah, anyway, Pyro, as nice as the Albatross, or the Albatross is nice to fly too. But this is the first ever single seat full flight control system that we've ever done. So as nice as the Predator is to fly, that's what we're aiming to achieve with the Dart. We want to achieve just as nice a flight, the Dart, Predator.
I'm trimming this thing down and I'm getting nothing but just the same thing.
You're trying to make it work. Having a little bit of difficulty, huh?
Yeah, I think those might have to go to wedge pieces. No, those can be beveled because they're not part of the Airstream. Airstream is what I'm going for. Airstream is wedges, and aerodynamic, or aesthetics is wedged or beveled. Aha.
Just bear in mind, you gotta get rid of these 4.
Will you quit doing shit?
I'm just saying, bear in mind. Jeez. Actually, dude, hoist that up. I bet you that'd look pretty good with an engine in it. Because the top of the engine's actually pretty aesthetic. Give me a moment. Yep. And?
I'm just gonna leave that in there.
That actually doesn't look bad aesthetic-wise on this side.
Quit bothering me.
Well, I gotta bother you.
Trying to do a thing.
Wally, that bit of welding information is in the manual when you first open the game. Well, you know what? When I started playing this game, we didn't have a manual, see? We had to figure all this out for ourselves.
Oh,
so
wait,
I've never actually gone through...
It's actually in the handbook.
And read the damn manual. But if you want me to read the manual, we'll read the manual. So we'll take a look at the manual. We'll go how to build a vehicle. Nope. Okay. Bearings. Nope. Okay. Where is it? Lift. Yeah, connection tools. I don't see anything in here about a welder. Making me read the damn manual.
Manuel.
Manuel. Oh, they explain logic gates.
Do they really?
Somewhat. Oh, hey. The actual multiple page sections in the manual. I've never bothered to look at the manual.
Neither
Oh,
have I.
weld tool. Weld your creations together. Select the weld tool and left click on a loose creation. Then left click on a surface of another creation to weld them together. You can also join touching parts on the lift. Hold the left mouse button on the first part and drag to the part you wish to weld together. There it is. It actually spells it out crystal clear. Buff.
Wally.
Almost embarrassing this entire time we've been snipping and re-welding, and lo and behold.
Hey, we do things the hard way. We're men.
Right? Now I will never read the manual again. And yes, I know, it's like the first thing that pops up when you actually open a new world. It's like right there in slot number 1.
Yeah, I know, it's annoying.
I wouldn't even...
Shut up. Let me mirror this.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't even worry about the bottom.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut
No,
up.
you shut up.
Hey! That reminds me of the thing where the guys are yelling back and forth at each other across the water.
Yeah.
Guess what I did last night? Don't you bring my mother into this! Don't you there! I made that fire over there! If you guys are curious what I'm talking about, YouTube, don't talk to strangers. Ah, Buff.
Wally.
There's a slight problem with mirroring it the way that you are.
What?
Come over here, stare at it from the side for a moment, and understand that the dart is becoming slightly phallic in appearance.
I know.
Oh my god! It's even worse if you look at it from the underside profile. So, YouTube, don't demonetize us. Oh man, this is bad. This is real bad.
No, you're bad.
Ow! Because I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it. Huh?
I'm really, really bad.
So many things are running through my head right now that I can't say on stream. Like so many puns. The puns are just coming out right now, but Buff! God, I can't look! You're gonna get us demonetized! Clean that shit up, motherfucker.
I should aim better.
Oh my god. Really, Pyro? Huh. So, interesting goes, you know, it's also the description for the weld tool in your inventory. Shut up. Interesting. Ground Medic goes, it's not Star Trek, so your plan backfired. Put the puns in the Discord then, says Ground Medic. Hey, I could probably do that. And then Pyro says, hey, I've just realized that Wally kind of sounds like that guy from the Friends TV show.
Have you been talking to Barrot?
Under. Yeah, great. So, you know, here we go. Another person that thinks I sound like, oh, what is the guy's name? Ross?
Oh, don't care.
Not Ross. I know the actor's name. David Schwimmer. Put the puns in the Discord then. Yeah, I'll have to look. You know, do we just want to incorporate the downward thrusters into the native design of this thing?
That's kind of what I was hoping you'd go for.
What are these red outline sections?
It was just a mirroring tool for me. Because if you lift it up and unpaint it all, you can't. You just can't see it.
What has been seen cannot be unseen, Buff. Ah, hell. That actually looks kind of cool. What do you think with the third thruster here.
I'm not even paying attention, to be honest.
Yeah, I know you're not. Such a good friend. Ground Medic goes, and this is why I love these streams. You never know who's going to make a guest appearance like David Schwimmer.
That'd be great if we could get him on stream one day.
Great or terrifying? Take your pick. You know, this thing actually kind of feels like a Merlin cockpit. Not gonna lie. Complete with ejection seat. Yeah, not overly crowded, but definitely ejects you right out.
Camera.
Get in there. Take a look at that. See what you think.
Oh, hell yeah. Although
I did kind of like the side posts.
I hated them.
That's true. Side posts were kind of annoying. That was not intentional, but kind of awesome.
Can you grab that and delete it? Oops.
Yeah. Think this is it. Yeah. There you go. Now, it does open up the cockpit quite nicely. I wonder then if we can, let's just make these solid pillared posts that run to the back here. So let's make the cockpit open from back here.
Yep, have it slide or have it lift.
Oh, slide.
Have it push forward.
Ooh. That gets difficult to do.
No.
Yeah, but the prop. Ooh. I see some aesthetics. Oh no, Buff.
Hmm.
Oh no, I got one back.
Okay.
I got one back. Got right there. There. Right. Peel off your side molding real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Hmm. Gotta cut the cockpit out of there real quick. I can wiggle my fat butt down in here. Can't get out. Oh, hey, I got out. I did not expect that to work. I need to rebuild this cockpit. Wedged around it, it won't. All right, so all right, so what do we got? Hard to see this damn glass, man.
I know.
Can you lower that down, please? Wear that out. Just a little bit. So hard to stare at this glass and see where it's trying to be.
And see where it's trying to be. That's
pretty
fantastic.
much. Confusing. Pyro says, Buff, stop, he's gonna rip the ship apart.
Yeah, no kidding.
You need to find a good balance of weight and aesthetics. Don't worry. This thing is already significantly less than that and still achieves a good thrust. Right? Starting to come together. This is remarkably difficult. Make work in this game sometimes. All right, Buff. We gotta cut the cockpit off now. And hope that this works. Gonna have to scoot one forward. So. And we're just gonna hook it up to this controller for now. Random switch. Oh, you're still on a stand.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
It doesn't look bad with them piston rods coming up by it. There for now. What do you think?
Ooh, that looks good.
Glass kind of wigs through your head, but... Oh, you know what we should... Rather than moving the whole assembly, have main part of the windscreen stay intact. There. That'll actually allow us to thin this back down. Nope, thinned it wrong. Yeah. Alright, so let's seal the back of the cockpit now. Come up with a way to seal this. I think... Oop. We're going to want to leave that open for doing this. I think if we go like this, run one unit of glass across there, seal it just straight across the back. Those would allow us to get rid of these. A nice sleek back look. How's that look, you think?
Pretty good.
Then, yeah, see the cockpit opens and closes? Perfect with it. Let's go like this. Let's increase the length back on the cockpit. What's with the green coloring?
Boredom while you tinker.
I was just curious why green.
What other color? Your options are red, purple, or yellow.
Red, purple, or yellow? Good God, this is an ugly chip. And did we want to wedge this all in, or no? Kind of defeats the purpose of glass.
Yeah, it does.
We'll add one more stabilizer bar to the top, though. Alright, so from inside the cockpit, this thing actually looks pretty clean. Hop in there and tell me what you think. Connor Park says, "Ooh, what's this?" Michael O says, "Hey guys."
Ooh,
Paul Mitchell goes, "That's satisfying." What's this? This is the newest racer. This is the Dart that we're coming up with, and we're trying to make a highly less complicated, much smaller version of the Predator. You aren't going to have the big fancy shifting pod or anything like that in it. Gonna be pretty simple and straightforward, and just hop in and seal her up and all are good. Kind of dig it. I actually really kind of dig this cockpit.
Wally,
it's pretty
look
sleek.
up and open the cockpit.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the feel of it in here. Feels like it's going to be a good ship. Feels like it's going to be a really good ship. Okay, so that all being bound there, I can actually remove these front... Oh, crap. Remove those front wood blocks there. Sort of drops open and exposes this whole inner. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Can you not get rid of those two bars on the top? I mean, we could. It would leave the cockpit looking very square in appearance. And, I mean, while we could get rid of it, at the same time, it's kind of growing on me. Oh, Buff.
Wally?
What about that? And tweaking the
Oh,
bit.
hell yeah.
Did we tweak the bit underneath of it to be a solid square as well, or?
We could, yeah.
Not sure what, though. Just a solid wood block. So as much as we like functionality, but add some purple and call it the hulking tart. There you go, Buff. That doesn't look bad. See how it looks from the inside.
Wally, what do you think about this? Flat side instead of rounded side.
I kind of like the flat side.
Yeah, me too.
Really helps with the appearance.
Yeah, that's actually I was looking to remedy.
Really helps with the appearance being a little less phallic. Buff, with the new stabs in there, it actually looks pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, hop in this thing and see what it looks like.
Ooh, mooch gooter.
Yeah, I'm really digging the look of this little ship. Okay, so it's pretty much done outward wise, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to account for 2 more downward thrusters, please. Somewhere. Anywhere. Don't care where. We need 2 more downward thrusters, preferably wider and in the back. Preferably wider. I mean, sure where we could put them. If you want to build them so that they're on an angle, be fine with that too. That actually makes them... Wow. Is that mounted even with the front one? No, it mounts it 1 lower than the front one.
Yeah, I'm looking to remedy that.
Okay. That's actually nice because the thruster control you'll be able to access and change the thruster from inside. Well, that's still going to have the problem of mounting at the same height, Buff. What about something like this? The base layer on it. My take on it.
What do you think of that?
Kind of like that. Then maybe
Okay,
even
cool.
maybe even go like this. What do you think of this? I mean, take or leave the bottom ones, really.
Nah, no bottom ones.
Oop.
Do what you gotta do, make it the same.
Yep. Working on it. That actually shouldn't block much as in the lines of cockpit view either. Just snip me free whenever, and we'll take a look. Oh, dude, that sleeks in nice. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually sweet looking. Get in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That just looks mean, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so let's hoist up. I'm going to go ahead and hoist because I've got to start installing flight systems.
Well, lower it so I can finish that painting.
Okay. All right. All in all, that's not really bad looking. Do we want to mirror the bottom kind of like the top, but leave it open? Maybe could even go a little wider on the wings. Think.
No.
I don't think a wider wing set would help make it just look a little less bulbous at the bottom.
Yeah, less bulbous is better.
I mean, it comes down and it's got a good sleek, got a real good sleek appearance to it. I just think 1 or 2 wider on the wings, really. Not, not a whole lot wider, really. Because I really like what you got going with the wings.
Well, thank you. I try to appease.
Cockpit look. Okay. So, cockpit, we've got signal lights. We've got... Good. Got plenty of switch and harness and wire room back here. Beak, I can weld. Can install some flight control systems. Yeah, this is great. Michael O says, Battlestar Galactica Viper? Lol. And Paul Mitchell goes, yeah, only a little more endowed. You should go and look at it when it was in its earlier production. It looks a lot better than it did. That's all we're gonna say about that. What the hell is that? Is that like auto bevel down?
It does.
Oh, it's a different piece.
Yeah.
That'd almost make a nice nose. Does it go down to a single wide?
Ah, damn it.
Alright. Anyways, Buff. Come on, man. Help me out here. Aesthetically, how do we want
to... What do you want to do? What are you looking to fix?
I think it probably needs to get a little wider on its wings.
Why?
My thought process. I thought we just discussed that.
Okay, yeah.
I thought you had agreed.
Okay.
Also, what do you think a good way to actually get in here to work on the guts would be?
In there? Well, we could Wally it and have it raise up.
I think if we do that, though, I think we should almost make it piston driven.
There's my elaborate communication tower, Wally.
Did you build an elaborate communications tower? Just cuz?
Yep. Just because I could.
Okay. I think have to tweak that. Is that the only place that these side panels are connected?
Yeah.
Is those 1 blocks?
Yeah.
Wee.
You wanted light. I gave you light.
I know. Damn it. There you go, Buff. Pop the hood. Buff.
Where? Oh.
I figure, screw it, this is the easiest way to get in here and edit this thing. Alright. Nice. Cut open the belly and work on it that way. We could go from the belly, couldn't we? Figure the belly is a more solid position. Oh. Okay, so this means we need both right and left tilt stabilizations. I'm gonna have to try and build in the wings, which might be another reason why the wings should go a unit or two wider. And I need pitch, so I need up and down in the nose. I need a right and left steering and up and down. All right, easy enough. Buff, for the up down, do you think that that should be located as far as I can get it in the nose or here in the mid body?
I don't know.
I think what I should do, probably install the motor out here in the nose. I need what? One motor for front and back. This thing is almost flight ready, Buff.
Almost.
Like if we buckle down, we can make this thing flight ready. Or at least flight test ready. Should I use longer suspension or shorter suspension? Off-roads or?
Shorter.
Shorter, I think.
Yep, it's more snappy.
Has a firmer bounce. Why is that wigging out? Buff. I'm slightly terrified now. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's alarming.
Wally.
Hmm? Oh, this is why we don't get things done. Buff's like, I'm gonna make a radar. Yeah. Oh my god, Buff. Going a little fast, don't you think? Might help if they're at the same push.
Did I break it?
No, I think I did. Okay. Who knows how well that'll fly? Maybe we should try it someday without motors. Try it with a variable torque. Why did we use motors to begin with? I know why we started using it with motors. We used motors because... Oops. Because motors made it so that we could move things at the same speed. Hi there.
Yeah, that is true.
Those decided to wig out. Sure why they broke, but they did. Buff! So,
what?
The new racing aircraft sounds like it's actually going to have an engine.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that broke. Those broke. They broke! Buff! Buff!
Gotcha.
Thank you! Alright, maybe weaker on the suspension will help. They broke. Wow. They just straight busted. Okay. Well, I don't think an engine is going to do the trick. I think it's got to stay a motor. Ultimately isn't the end of the world anyway. All right, Buff. I think we're almost ready for a flight test.
That'd be good.
Oh, crap. I totally just back that We can't hook the forward thrust up to the seat, because every time we hit forward thrust, we'll also pitch our nose down. So, we need a fancy location for the cockpit switch.
Okay. Okay. Back here. Back here. Back here. Between the
center?
thrusters. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Actually, will that collide with anything? Oh, Buff. Damn it. It collides. I was so hopeful. What about, like, right there? Ugly. Where are you thinking between the thrusters? Those are all single units.
I don't know. Is this even based again?
Yes, you built an... Remember, this one's even based.
Right.
Go right there. Go right there for now. Problem with this one, Buff?
Wally, we didn't account for landing gear.
Well, like I said, once we make the wings a little fatter, things will work a little better. Alright, so that's number 4. That's 3. Okay, Buff. Just gotta balance it now. It's getting close. So, need to add the side-to-side stabilization as well. Sucker's heavier than you think. That's good. That amount of upward thrust is good. So we'll just have to counteract it by replacing some of the metal body weight. So the upward pitch, the downward pitch, those are both good. Okay. So if that's the case, I need to account for roll. So where am I inserting the roll adjusters, Buff?
Hold on, Wally.
Even almost doesn't really even need a Hmm. Gonna be one short section. Well done with an outside wedge. Pretty serious list to the left. Be easily corrected. Okay, Buff. I need at least a 3 wide area to insert stabilizers. Wally, give Buff something to do. He looks bored as hell. No, what's happening to Buff is he's getting tired and his brain is slowly shutting down. Would you want to do this for a living? Streaming and making videos? Oh yeah. Be all over that. I'm not sure if Buff can even hear me or respond to me right now. He's kind of, I think he's whacked out of it. Oh, careful about what you cut out from under there. Good so far, but you can't cut much. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, oh, yeah? That's your 3 wide Wally.
Oh, I need it out. It can't be centered like. It's going to have to be on the outskirts. Okay, I got you. We're going to have to like put it in the wings. Here, I got an idea. What do you think about that? Buff approves. I think what I'm going to try and do, though, is I want to extend the wing just a little bit. That'll help slow. So let's...
Sorry, Wally.
No, you're fine. I gathered what was going on.
Okay.
You are A-okay, buddy. You never need to apologize me to talking for your kid, for talking to your kids, man.
I like where you're going with this, though.
How's that for a wing pattern?
Where'd that box go that you just had?
I cut it out.
That makes a lot more sense.
So how's that look, though, for a wing?
Well, it looks good. How far did you extend it?
2. And then what I can do is I can go like this. Put that shape out on the very wingtip. do you think of this design?
We went so damn quick. I'm having trouble mirroring it. But yeah, I like that a lot better than what you had before.
Just like that. Leaves the suspension exposed on the outside, but what do you think?
I think the suspension on the outside is a good look for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you start out. Start
just the tip, right?
The tip.
I don't even know if I have this mirrored right.
Don't. Don't worry. I've got you. 1 too short. Paul Mitchell says suspension exposed looks dope.
That's what the kids say. Kids these days and their words. At least it's not a Buff and Wally dictionary. Strategery. What's some other stuff that
respect my strategery? Remain altituded.
Altituded. That was another good one.
That one stems back from the arcade day.
Oh, the joys we've had.
Hindsight's piss poor too.
Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
No. No, it don't. There, Buff. What do you think? Actually, slicked out like this actually looks kind of cool. Actually looks kind of cool. Like, respectably cool. Means I need to install the cheek suspension systems. Three by 2. I need to get in there, please.
Oh, wrong way.
Okay. Oh boy. Got the pilot seat. Why do we have the big old hole in the floor? Just cuz? Can that be filled now?
Oh, it can.
We'll use that as a balancer.
Okay.
So, I do need to take this thing off the lift, though, and close the cockpit.
Okay. Do it.
Please close the cockpit. Ooh, we also need to shut the engine.
Where's the button for the cockpit?
Button for the cockpit's in the back.
Right.
Shutting the engine. Okay, sealer up. Thank you. Okay. So this means there.
Yep, things start to look good and come together, Wally.
It is. This one's being built significantly faster, too. Alright, I need to hoist up. I gotta get into this thing from the bottom.
Attached or no?
Yeah. Basically, I need to come in from the underside here. Okay, I need to get inside this thing again.
Okay.
Perfect. Stuck there of all places. Okay. 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 Right. This is definitely a very crowded feeling cockpit, Buff.
Yeah. Wally, you've said that to many things that I have designed.
Not a bad thing in this instance. Okay, so we need to figure out a way to reattach the front. I think if we just put a piston here, piston here. Where the hell did the nose go? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we need to reinsert the command chair. Oh yeah, Buff. Here you go. Here's the command chair.
Yeah, totally. Oh man, I was gonna paint it too.
Playing real. Okay. So there's the cockpit control right here. Sealed up. How much room do I have?
Not much.
Much as I would like.
Wally.
Yes.
It's that time of night.
I know it is. I've already said as much.
No.
Where should I put the control switches in here?
Ooh, that's a no-go. How many do you need?
Let's see. We got to activate the ones for the,
How many buttons? How many switches?
I'm thinking of. Buttons can stay where they are. We need downward thruster switches. Cockpit switch can stay where it is.
I need to get rid of the chair again.
Actually, dude, why don't we... Cockpits, or, okay, so the cockpit switch has to go inside. The,
There you go, 4 switches.
Oh, is that gonna affect...
Nope.
Not gonna affect my swing? It's not. That's ridiculous how clustered that can get. Just gonna say that right now. That's a little ridiculous.
Okay, and I got room for 6 more.
No. Okay, I see the stuff that we can stack in the back. Let's not do that. I think I want to insert one under the front up here again. So, because we can put the cockpit switch. We can totally put the cockpit switch in the cab because I'm just going to set these to be at 7. And when it's activated, go negative.
Ooh, Wally. Open it.
Crap. That ain't gonna work. Derp.
Okay,
sorry. I just undid it. What did you just cut?
Button. I'm trying to place it up against the back wall instead of on the side.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
How did I do that? Is that the right spot?
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so...
Oh, yeah, much better.
I want to remove... I'm going to make those two the thruster control buttons. So...
Wally, I can put buttons there, too.
Buttons where? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How does that not affect the swing of the... I like the ones that are up front. I don't like the ones that are in the side panel here.
Okay, we'll get rid of what you need to.
Gonna get rid of those ones in the side panel.
You told me to find places for buttons. I found places for buttons.
This is very true. I think we should rotate these so that the lights are sticking up. Stupid. That's stupid. I, like, shouldn't do that. Okay. Next thing, I gotta unhook that. Hook up that.
Uh-oh. Things are doing things on their own. I'm gonna open up YouTube real quick and see. I'm gonna actually see, you know, how things are going. Because I haven't dropped into
Oh,
a
it's
YouTube
because
chat all stream.
The engine is technically activated. Well, this is bizarre. Totally unexpected. Why is it doing this?
Interesting says that his albatross thingy is done.
Already? Jesus, Buff. This thing is like claustrophobic to stream.
No. Alright, maybe. Hey, you wanted a fighter jet. Nobody ever said they were comfortable.
I am not complaining.
Or a racer jet. Nobody said they were comfortable.
Okay, so one is cockpit controls. Like 3 cockpit. Okay, so I don't even think we need that many switches. My God. You. You gave it a duck and a stud. That won't work because that is right where the top closes. See? Check this out.
Crap.
But you can install those down on the front there. On the suspension blockers. Okay, so
if I can get in there.
Number 1 is thrust. Number 2 is hover. Number 3 is cockpit. Number 4 is turn left. Number 5 is turn right. There's some weird, wonky action going on right now with the right and the left turn. I don't know why.
All right, now try.
Is there a suspension that's hooked up to the control seat directly?
I haven't even pulled out my wiring tool.
It's not that bad.
Should I have had to ask? Well, at least it's organized.
It's relatively organized, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. So if number 2 is thrust, I don't understand why it's doing that.
I got you just in case.
I think those switch locations are wigging that out.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, God! I think they are. I think that's what's going on here. God, Buff! You punk ass bitch! Buff, I swear to God, I'm gonna ban your ass. Frickin' finish this damn thing on my own.
Yeah, my job's pretty much done. What are you doing?
Don't understand why it's... I see what's going on. The orientation of the outside stabilizers.
Really?
I can't have them in line with the craft. I have to have them coming out from the center of the craft. So... awesome outside pods aren't going to work. We need to find something that I can have run outward from.
Why not the wing?
That's
Keep the same shape and design and have it face outward a little.
This is so stupid. Buff, look at where I'm wiring this to. And you'll understand why I say it's so stupid.
What'd you just wire?
I'm changing the wiring to the inside here.
Oh, wow.
You kind of like that outside wing pod look, though.
Yeah. Gives it a nimble, cutting edge kind of look.
Right? So, That actually blends in perfect. And then I just need to get on the underside of it here. You want to hoist it? Better.
Back.
Yep, that right there. Pretty soft. That looks nice and solid. Montez Bins. What's going on, man? Almost done with it. Almost done. Buff, what do you think of the new under design on the wing?
I like it.
Even looked.
I see it's changed because it's not painted.
I know. I think it.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Perfect. All right, lower me down, please.
Hold on. It's gonna bother me. Check. That's fun.
Why am I running these remotely?
I don't know.
Like, why am I running these ones remote? I don't... Did I plan on them changing? Buff, I might be overhauling the Predator.
Are you seriously?
Eliminating some wiring. Because,
yeah, the wiring over there.
Those aren't necessary.
There's a lot that's probably not necessary on a Predator.
Predator has some pretty redundant systems.
It does.
Namely, because things were going to be wired up to be obsolete and things of that nature. Yeah, Buff, I don't even need these controllers, son of a... Doing?
Going for a spin.
Light control systems are so close to being done.
That is good.
Right? It's so much more responsive now. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna have to change the hood, I think.
Why is that?
It's wigging. It's wigging. Buff, please don't lob any missiles.
Wally, but it's gonna be a flying saucer.
You're so stupid. Please don't.
Missiles are fun.
Not yet. Okay. Buff.
Hey, Wally.
Slacking on your paint jobs.
I know.
You made this thing a green dart from hell. Would you please?
Ah!
Become impossible to work with at this point.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go.
I hope you crash. Hey, Buff.
Hey, Wally.
Might want to hop off.
All right.
Are those back thrusters at max?
Yup.
You might need some more power.
I told you. Looks pretty cool, though.
It's not much of a racer.
Nah, it's more of a sticker car. I get a sticker. And here's Wally.
Really? Cockpit pistons are jammed?
Are they really?
Yes.
Okay, Wally, I'm heading out shortly.
Cockpit pistons are jammed. So, if I reduce...
So, we built it, you took it on a flight. We can
That
fine-tune
one.
it off stream, right?
It's because the rear thrusters aren't putting out near their max power. Now they're maxed. You ready, Buff?
Oh, yes! Oh, yep, there goes Wally.
What's up?
You know what I inadvertently
You're gonna have to speak up, dude. I can't hear you right now over the engines.
Do you know what I inadvertently did?
No. Oh, I Jurassic Parked it.
Duh.
I always do
So-
that with these things, dude. Actually really easy to control, dude. Like, super stable. Like, this thing could make a sweet little racer. It's got some fairly redundant systems in it. doesn't like to gain altitude super fast, so that's something to be aware of. God, I keep hitting trees with it.
I hear you, but I don't see you.
Because I've done the Grand Prix, man.
Oh, you're behind me. I was sitting there staring up over that mountain.
So with a little bit of weight balancing, this thing is going to fly sweet, dude.
Sweet.
May I? Oh, dude. Pistons don't work for crap for opening the cockpit, man. They don't want to open this cockpit at all. We're going to have to approach that. Which might just be able to go like this and this. That problem will be fixed. I suggest saving this thing. And then I want to see if you can spawn one. It shouldn't lag.
What's this thing called?
I'm calling it the Dart. But like a little bit more.
D-A-R-T. It's in the game.
Right. With a little bit more work, though, this thing could actually balance and fly pretty well. Like, spawn one out, dude. So, and it needs... That's why it loses altitude so fast, is because it doesn't... oh, man, this is kind of cool looking. Hop in, and so number 2 is your downward thrusters. Number 1 is your forward thrusters. So, shut your number 1 off. Number 3 is your cockpit, and number 4 and 5 are left and right, dude. I wonder what this thing looks like from first person. All right. I'm ready when you are.
What does what?
2 is your back.
Okay.
2 is your upward thrust, and then 1 is your forward thrust. And otherwise, it should drive pretty much like the Predator.
Go. Uh-oh. Woo! Almost had it.
I think it needs a little bit more upward thrust. It needs to be at that perfect level of balanced flight that the Predator has. So we need to figure out the weight to it and balance it so that the amount of upward thrust perfectly counteracts the amount of weight. And then I think it'll fly like a champ, dude. Actually sounds pretty cool flying it in here. Oh boy, that's a wall! This thing's pretty fun to fly from first person.
Yeah, it is.
It's not excessively loud.
Oh, I see you.
Does yours fly well?
Oh, hell yeah.
So it flies decent with 2 of them out here? Oh, is mine broken? Is that what's going on right now? Mine broke. Oh, it did not want to pull up to save my life, dude. We could envelop some light landing gear for it. Open up the cockpit mid-flight, let my hair catch the breeze. So basically a damn convertible. It's got a few issues. Where as I turn, it like wants to. It's got a couple issues that we can iron out. Where are you at?
Back podium. Cut all thrusters.
Thing actually flies pretty damn reasonably.
Yeah, it does.
All right, well, dude, that is the that's the dart. I'm amazed at how well this thing actually flies and handles. Like, it does really well. Really well. Like, we're gonna have to hook
There's
up.
not really much more fine-tuning we have to do to this thing.
No, not really. I mean, I'll want to tweak up the balance to it a little bit so it's a little bit more balanced. We got to make it so that the yeah, basically that's all we got to do is we just got to balance some thrusters. That's it. Let's leave that there for now and up that and take that up to 15 and that up to 15. That just kind of gets the hood out of the way. We can get in here and we can work. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to do to this thing. Oh my god,
I'm stuck.
can I keep you in there as a passenger?
Maybe.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, Buff. Totally got to see if it'll do it. Unbalanced.
What,
Does it have the power to do a backflip?
I think that is a yes. At least it looks like it from down here.
Oh, I hit the wall. The wall or the ceiling, one of the two.
Ceiling.
I think I pretty much did a backflip there. Here you go, Buff. Here's my flyby.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Jurassic Park. The one tree that's in my path. This thing almost flies well with just its rear thrusters on. Yeah, no, it just needs a little bit of weight balancing, and it's golden. That's really the only thing that this thing has at fault right now is that you got to have the nose up to gain the thrust that you need. So, a little bit of weight balancing, and this thing is freaking set. Hey, look at this. I bet you I can just come in nice and easy and land this on the pad. This thing is almost just as easy, if not slightly easier to control than the Predator.
Oh, yeah.
Is it as fun to fly as the Predator? I'm not sure. Come on. There we go. Well, there it is, guys.
Put that on
It's
the
like
left
that.
eye.
We've built the dart.
Boy.
Did you crash out there somewhere?
No, I couldn't figure out what was going on.
I'm
and it
deleting
was,
the old dart, like the metal frame
okay.
dart. I'm canning it. I can hear you. Well, there you are. Yeah, dude, with a little bit of tweaking, this thing is a sweet craft. Just a little bit of tweaking, this thing is set.
Wall.
That does generally tend to interrupt flight, yes.
Where'd you go?
Still over here, working on mine.
Oh, okay.
Working on just tweaking the wing. I don't think the wing needs to even just make the wing nice and sleek. I don't think the wing needs that big sort of spoiler on it anymore. Yeah. Well, Buff, I think that actually a successful build stream. Like a little bit of tweaking, and this is a finished build. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. It's been our pleasure to entertain you this
we're
evening.
done with this, the Predator, and my little trike snowmobile majigger, all three of them will be up on the Steam store.
Yeah, as soon as we get everything fine-tuned and polished, and
Yeah,
give them a
to
nice
be honest,
paint job or
the
two.
Dart will probably be there first.
What's up?
The Dart will probably be there first.
The Dart will probably be there before the Predator because the Dart produces significantly less lag. Honest, I mean, sure, we have the pistons that glitch up a little bit, but the pistons don't seem to produce anywhere near the amount of lag that bearings do. So, with a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of slimming, I think you guys will probably see the Dart before too terribly long. So, yeah, look at this, Buff. We have two, like, we'd never built a single pilot flyer before, and now we have two of them. And look at the size difference.
Oh, I know.
Holy cow.
I'd like to, when I get my new PC built and hopefully assembled,
the Dart is a little bit longer, I think. Well, maybe not, actually. Once the cockpit closes, maybe not.
Yeah, Wally, once I get my PC pre-built, everything installed and whatnot, I'll host, or you'll host, whoever, and we'll actually have to fly the two of them.
We'll have to maybe have a race or do something like that. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. It's been our pleasure to entertain you this afternoon. Just remember, there will be no stream on Thursday this week, as we are going to a brand new stream schedule. We will be back this coming Saturday, however, with the new stream schedule, and that's going to be Saturdays at noon. That noon is Pacific time, so that'll be 3 p.m. Eastern time and 8 p.m. UTC for anybody that is out of Europe. So, hopefully that can accommodate you guys a little bit better, and you can enjoy some more of Buff and Wally. We'll be seeing probably another video or so this week, hopefully, as we proceed to get back into the habit of getting you guys out some good quality videos and content throughout the course of the week, more than just the Ark series that's going on. We do have episode 3 of Ark now up, so go ahead and go check that out. And if you haven't seen the other two, always find those on the playlist. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we got going. So we won't see you guys this Thursday, but we will see you guys this Saturday. Once again, that's going to be at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. UTC. And until then, guys, we'll catch you after a while. From all of us here at the Misadventures of Buff and Wally, thanks for watching.
Bye.